Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today's story dives into a new twist that's caught many South Africans by surprise. It's a case that mixes politics, crime, and party reputation all in one. The African National Congress, better known as the ANC, has released an unexpected statement distancing itself from a man accused of being involved in organized criminal activity, one Oupa Mogotsi. But as usual in South African politics, there's always more beneath the surface than meets the eye. Let's unpack this slowly, because what looks like a simple statement is actually a carefully worded attempt by the ANC to clean up its image, at a time when the party's reputation is already under massive pressure. So, the ANC says it has noted recent allegations that certain individuals, including Mr. Oupa Mogotsi, are alleged to be involved in serious organized criminal activity. That phrase alone raises eyebrows. It's vague, yes, but also very strategic. It signals to the public that the ANC is aware of the scandal, but it also creates a little distance, like when a politician says, "I've heard about the issue, but it's not my business." Now, here's where it gets interesting. The party adds that it has checked its membership records and confirmed that Mr. Mogotsi's ANC membership has expired. In simple terms, they're saying, he's not one of us anymore. It's like the political version of saying, he's that guy we used to know, but we haven't seen him in years. But this response didn't come out of nowhere. Over the past few months, there's been growing talk around corruption networks and shadowy figures allegedly using political connections to operate freely. The timing of the ANC's statement is suspiciously perfect, just as questions about internal accountability and criminal infiltration are becoming louder. So, by clarifying that Mogotsi's membership has expired, the ANC is trying to draw a line in the sand, a line that says, we are not responsible for what this man does. Still, the big question remains, why was this statement even necessary? Usually, the ANC doesn't respond to every rumor or name that pops up in the news. For them to issue an official clarification suggests that the allegations might be serious, possibly even involving people who still have influence or old connections within the party. And that brings us to another point. In South Africa, politics and crime often share uncomfortable overlaps. There have been numerous reports over the years of politically connected individuals facing criminal charges or operating under the cover of political legitimacy. Some call it tenderpreneurship, others simply call it state capture by another name. So when the ANC says Mogotsi is no longer a member, it's not just a membership update, it's a damage control exercise, a way of saying, don't drag us into this mess. But here's where the humor kicks in. You have to admire the timing. The ANC is currently battling to convince voters that it's cleaning house and renewing itself, especially ahead of the next round of local elections. Yet every few weeks, a new scandal or controversy pops up like an unwanted guest at a family gathering. Whether it's unpaid debts, frozen bank accounts, or now allegations of criminal activity linked to someone who used to be a member, the party just can't seem to catch a break. And to the average South African, this all sounds familiar. Every time a scandal erupts, there's a press release, a disciplinary hearing, and a carefully worded statement about renewal and integrity. But what does that really mean when so many figures with past connections to the ANC keep finding themselves in legal trouble? Some critics argue that even if a person's membership has lapsed, their influence and networks within the movement don't just disappear overnight. Old ties in politics can run deep, and cutting them off completely takes more than a membership database update. Still, it's important to remember that these are allegations, nothing has been proven in court yet. But the ANC's public reaction suggests that they're well aware of the optics. South Africans are losing patience with corruption and double standards. So, distancing the party from anyone accused of criminal behavior is both a moral and political move. What's fascinating is how this fits into the broader struggle for the ANC's identity. Ever since the days of liberation politics, the ANC has tried to balance its proud history with its messy present. But in 2025, it's facing a credibility crisis unlike any before. The party that once represented hope and unity is now often fighting headlines about mismanagement, debt, and internal power struggles. So even something as small as clarifying one person's membership status becomes a big deal, because it's tied to a much bigger story about survival, perception, and public trust. There's also a generational element at play. Many younger South Africans see these statements as too little, too late. They want action, not just press releases. They want to see real reform, transparency, and accountability. And when the ANC says someone's not a member, it doesn't necessarily restore confidence. It sometimes sounds like a convenient escape route. Still, one can't deny the political cleverness behind this approach. It allows the ANC to appear proactive, to say, "We are watching, we're responding, we're not tolerating corruption," while avoiding any direct admission that such figures ever operated freely within their ranks. It's a balancing act between protecting the brand and acknowledging the rot that's crept in over time. Let's also talk about what might come next. If law enforcement takes these allegations seriously, we could see investigations expanding into networks that go beyond one man. And if that happens, the ANC's public stance today might be used as a line of defense: "We already disowned him." But in politics, especially in South Africa, those kinds of claims really hold up if evidence later shows connections that go deeper than the official story. And here's something worth watching: if Mogotsi or his associates start speaking publicly, things could get even more dramatic. We've seen it before: former members, once cut off, start revealing the secrets of how things really work inside political structures. If that happens, the ANC's attempt to close the door on this matter might just open a much bigger one. In the end, this isn't just about one man or one statement. It's about the ANC's ongoing battle to redefine itself in a country where political trust is wearing thin. The party's words might be careful, but South Africans are watching closely to see if actions will follow. So, what do you think? Was this just a routine clarification, or is there more to the story? Is the ANC genuinely trying to distance itself from criminal influence, or is this another case of damage control? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into South Africa's political stories, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next update. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay informed, stay engaged, and stay sharp. See you next time.